These playoffs, man. Who you got coming out the West now?
Phoenix.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. Phoenix or Memphis. I might go
Oh,
Memphis.
Memphis?
Yeah, I might go Memphis. I don't know.
I ain't
Phoenix.
buying. I ain't buying the Memphis stuff yet.
Shit.
Not
You know,
yet.
they balling right now.
They
They
look good. I think they led the league in rebounds, steals, in another category, like the first time a team has done it.
yeah. So I'm gonna go Memphis or Phoenix. Um,
Ooh.
out of the East, I'm going Milwaukee.
We got Milwaukee coming back.
Yeah, I
You
got
know, I'm
Milwaukee.
going with the Nets. I know they still got to play in, but they 7 seed. I'm going with the Nets.
Yeah.
Yo, yo, yo. Oh, we in here. We live. We live. We live. Let's get it.
What it
April
do?
11, 2022, Monday. We back at it, man. A lot of things going on in sports. This past weekend, I'm one half of the Man to Man Pod. Darius Butler got my co-host Antoine Bethea.
What it do, baby?
Yep, like I said, a lot of things: sports, UFC, golf, baseball, basketball. Unfortunately, some very, very sad news. Kind of took us all, I'm sure, by surprise. What was it? Saturday morning, I believe.
Yeah.
NFL fraternity, we lost a brother, a young brother, tender age of 24, ripe age of 24. Man, super, super sad situation. And then obviously, a lot of negativity around it as far as the people in the media reporting and talking about it. But it was a moment to just reflect. Obviously, put a lot of things in perspective as far as man, how fragile this thing we call life is, man.
Nah, for sure, man. Can't take it for granted, man. That's why you gotta, say your prayers, man, and just be blessed with what you have, man. Being able to, wake up each and every morning, man, put them 2 feet on the ground, man. Um, definitely, sad time, like you said, man. Young, very young, 24 years of age, man, and a lot of life ahead of him, and to go out the way he did, man. And then, like you said, just to see some of the things that were said right on the heels of finding out the news, or even the people breaking the news. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
and we'll tap into that more
yeah,
as we get into the show. But definitely prayers out to Dwayne Haskins, his wife, his mother, father, man, and
mm,
everybody that knew him, teammates, and all of that, man. So definitely prayers to his
definitely,
family.
definitely couldn't have said it better, man. Um, yeah, so we definitely are, like you said, we're gonna talk a little deeper into that situation. And then everything else that went on this past weekend and today. So while y'all tap in with us on the other side of the intro. Mm, mm, mm. Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah. So I'm all right. So we before we jump in, man, we always talk about how this podcast, man, we gonna be authentic
Yeah,
100% of the times. And we always talk about how this is the locker room feel. Um, we love the support that you give us daily. Um, we always talk about, things in the comment section, what's going on. Um, got a comment up here, man. I feel some type of way about it. I ain't the one to bite my tongue. Um,
speak on it.
unfortunately, I don't think Dwayne understood how delicate life is. Some folks never do. Sad. Um, for me, man, that's a fucked up comment. You understand? Because for one, I don't think you knew him personally. You know what I mean? So and that's why we get. I think that's where we get this thing called life twisted, man. And as athletes, we're portrayed on the national stage, right? And what's reported on us is not based off of who we are as individuals. It's based off of who we are as an athlete, and only certain points are being, or only certain things are being edited, really. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the media wants to portray a story or tell a story that's going to give them as many ticks as possible, right? So obviously the things that, and I hate that we even talking about this, because again, like I said, like this young man lost his life in a tragic way, and we should be praising, you know what I mean, the things, the great things about this young man. And
Yeah.
he was from the Maryland area, and I knew a lot of people that knew him, that knew of him, that coached him, and they said he was a great young man. You know what I mean? And again, as a young man coming into the league, of course, nobody had it all within the first 2 to 3 years. If all of our mistakes or things that probably we could have done a different way were put in the spotlight, we'll all be some shitty people. You know what I'm saying? We will all be shitty people. So
That's a fact.
for you to make that comment, like I feel some type of way. And I understand you talking about running across the highway, like whatever, but like you don't know the full story.
Yeah.
So again, we gotta be careful, man, of what we say out of our mouths, man, because at the end of the day, man, I don't like that shit, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of dumbass shit that should just be kept in your head sometimes. Don't even put that dumb like, come on, man. And like you said, we don't know. Well, I don't know. I put it like this: I don't know all the details of what happened or why it happened, and you always had those questions, whether you were there, whether you're in the know or not. And you know, there's a lot of things that has pissed me off from as recently as now to when the story first broke. But like you said earlier, just want to focus as much as possible on the legacy that he left, all the people that he touched, all his family, you know, sending positive healing energy to those people. And like other people, keep that shit to yourself, man. Keep that dumb shit to yourself, man. Just as simple as that. And as far as I know Adam Schefter was one of the main people, you know, in the mix of it, because that's how I found out about his passing, from his tweet, and obviously very insensitive in the way that he put it out and talked about, you know, him struggling and still is, which at that point, a young man or woman loses their life, who cares about what he did or didn't do on the field or how he did it? You know, it's about life at that point. But I thought that was more so insensitive, boneheaded. And you know, these people aren't. People always say football is family. The people that are tied in, everybody not family, man. You know, that was Schefter doing his job and being very no personal. What was that?
Nah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying, these people are business, and they just see, you know, a lot of athletes as what they do on the field, and that's it. And death, life, whatever it is, that's how they report. That's the angle that they're coming from. They don't have that the sensitivity aspect, and that was another example of that from Schefter. And then the Gil Brandt comments, his was just completely out of pocket. Like that one had me free. I tried not to speak on it, just because I wanted to remain positive as possible. But I mean, Gil Brandt been showing his true colors for a minute now, and everybody said, "Oh, he's 90. Oh, he shouldn't be." Look, he was there enough, coherent enough to remember the damn draft party and how much they was charging at the door. So I don't want to hear that shit. But man, it just, come on, man.
Yeah, man, on the Schefter, man. Again, we kind of talk about it before we got on the air. People don't know how to separate just work from humanity, man. And then just some people just not personable people, man. And that's what it is. And you know, you sit back behind your phone and you want to be the first person to get the news out without even thinking about what you tweeting out there. And we always talk about like young players, you know what I mean, young men and women, you know, coming out of high school, whatever. Like be conscious of what you tweeting out there because it never goes away. You know what I'm saying? And here we shit. Tell that to these grown ass men and women as well. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then what I didn't like about it is that you take it down, but as loud as you were with this tweet right here, you got to be just as loud with the apology. And I don't think he still didn't come out and apologize yet. Yeah, you
He
may
just threw
feel
up
bad.
another tweet.
You know what I mean? You just ended up putting up another tweet. So again, man, and like you said with the Gil Brandt, yeah, you could say he's 90 years old, but it's our fault too. Putting the microphone in front of sometimes, man. Just let folks go and do what they do and let them live their lives, man. It's just crazy.
And it's a lot, as you know, obviously a lot of people may not know or may think people just talking out of their ass, or it's a lot of Gil Brandts behind the scenes in all of the, especially in the NFL, who have been running things or having a very important role in running things for a while. And this is how a lot of them think. And this is how a lot of them move. And obviously what he said was directed at Dwayne Haskins, but he said various things about various people over the years that could be looked at in a certain way. So it's not a shocker to me. The only shocker is that the host let him keep going, let him keep talking. But this is what people want. Like you said earlier, it's about clicks, it's about impressions, it's about all those things. And this is the unfortunate. This is the bad side of the business. And once again, it's a business to these folks, and that's all it is. The football part of it is hard for people to separate the player from the person. But man, it hated all that. Like I said, around Dwayne Haskins once again. You know, had a great, obviously high school career, exceptional collegiate career. Went on damn near won a Heisman at Ohio State before becoming a first round pick. Like you said, wife, beautiful family. So sending you know, prayer and healing energy to those, man. Everybody affected, teammates,
everybody,
yeah,
man.
everybody, so, man.
Prayers
up, and I guess let's move on to we had a lot going on this weekend sports wise. Masters, with the golf in the golf world. Obviously, Tiger made a comeback.
Yeah.
After having a brush, and it's crazy because he could have lost his life, could have lost his leg. He was back out there. Tiger, did you watch Tiger at all in the Masters? Obviously, we're going to talk about the winner of the Masters as well, and the whole weekend as a whole. But a lot of us were talking about it and watching it because of this man right here. So, did you watch him at all?
Nah, I definitely had to tap in. You know, I'm not out there on the greens yet, but definitely, you know, we talked about in the last show, on my Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the tops to ever do it. In the sports arena, man. But just the story in itself, like you said, like, you know, in a horrible car accident, could have lost his life, could have lost his leg, fought his way back, and to go out there and see him walk the entire course, obviously with a noticeable limp, and just to get out there, and I'm just looking at it, I'm like, I think this was a more 99% more for him just on the psyche level.
Yeah.
Like, can I get back out here? Can I do this? Obviously, probably not to the level of, say, 10 years ago, but can I get back to a point where I can go out here and compete at a level that's respectable? And that's what I love to see. That's just a competitor, and Tiger, the competitor, and you know, when folks in general, like, you would love to see that story, man. So shout out to Tiger, man, getting it back out there on the greens, man, making the cut. And again, you see what he does for the game of golf, man. Just bringing everybody out, everybody applauding them. That was good to see, man. It looked like he was about to come to tears a little bit, but he was holding back.
I'm sure he did at some point, man.
Yeah, but nah, it was special, man. It was a dope feeling, and it was good to see.
Yeah, man. Obviously, he started out, I think he shot one on the par the first day, and then you know, as the rounds went on, he struggled a little more. But once again, that was way bigger than the actual what was taking place on the greens and on the fairway. It was just him seeing him out there, like you said, walking those holes. Good for the game, obviously great for him. Seeing back out, he said he wouldn't get in unless he thought he could win, and he gave it a run. But love to see it, love to see it. So Shefty did win.
Yeah,
Scotty Scheffler, and he put on a
show.
Dominant performance. I think he ended up 10 under. Start to finish, all rounds. He took the lead and never looked back. Got the green jacket at the end. He kind of made it interesting at the end. And Rory had a hell of a Sunday. It says 8 under on here. I think overall he shot 7 under. Scheffler was 10 under. Won his first Master. He's been on this shit for a little minute, according to the people that's been watching. I should have bet on him. I bet on Cam Smith to win it. But Scheffler did make me some money on Saturday. I think I bet on him and Cam to both shoot 72 or under, and he took care of it. So shout out to Scotty.
Yeah.
First green jacket, man. I like seeing the first for people.
Yeah, man. In great company. So shout out to Scotty, man. So what I read something as we talking about the Masters. So I heard that, and I read this morning, for like the people that stay around the Masters, you could rent your house out.
In Augusta?
In Augusta, you can rent your house out. You can't make the rent like over value as they would say what the rent is going for in that area, right? So if you in a shack, you know what I'm saying, you can rent that out, and you can do your research and due diligence. And if rent is the highest rent around there is $5,000, you can rent your shack out for $5,000, and you don't have to pay taxes on that. It's called like the Masters something.
Okay, I didn't hear about that.
I was reading that this morning. I'm like, damn, I know them folks be waiting for that weekend.
Facts. Every year. Well, I ain't hear about that, but that's a good move. That's a good move for somebody.
Brother, yeah.
But you got to get out there on them greens, man. Get out there and start swinging them.
I'm gonna get out there sooner or later.
That's the thing about golf, though. You still got a good 20 years of prime left in you. Hey, when you start though, get a coach.
Now that's what I'm waiting on. I got because little man, he got classes once a month, once a week. My fault, once a week.
Okay.
So he getting out there. So now I'm definitely gonna get out there, man. It's a lot of courses out here in Carolina. So I'm gonna get out there. When I get out there, I'm gonna take some money.
All right, you'll probably pick it up quick, man. You're an athlete, natural athlete. But speaking of natural athletes, I stayed up late Saturday night. Stayed up late Saturday night, man. That Australian Grand Prix. Ooh, Leclerc. Hey, Leclerc had the business in the Ferrari, man. I know you probably didn't watch. I know you damn sure didn't watch this one. This was lights out at 1 a.m. It's when this race started. But man, it was a dominant performance from Leclerc and Ferrari.
Read that. What the 104, 65, 55 mean? What that mean?
So this is team standings. So these are the different teams right here. You got Ferrari, you got Mercedes AMG, you got Red Bull Racing. A lot of you are familiar with these brands, obviously, but these are the F1 teams. McLaren, Alpine, Alfa Romeo, Haas, AlphaTauri, Williams Racing, Aston Martin. So these are the different teams. And, all of these teams have 2 drivers, at least to my knowledge. So Ferrari as a team, they're up in the top right now. After 3, I think they're only 3 races in for this season so far. So Ferrari 104, Mercedes second place at 65, Red Bull Racing at 55 to round out the top 3. And you get points. I think all of the top, it was 20 racers, 20 drivers, and the top 10 finishers all get points. And then these are the individual drivers. So at the end of the year, the drivers, they have a championship that they're going after. And it's a world championship for each drivers, and then it's a construction cup for the teams. The teams are going for a trophy as well. So Leclerc is in the lead with 71. George Russell, second place right now at 37. Carlos Sainz, another Ferrari driver at 33 in third place. And then Perez with 30 points is in fourth place with Red Bull. Lewis Hamilton, the GOAT, is in fifth place, 28 points. And then Max Verstappen, sixth place with 25 points. Verstappen, his car went out on him. He's a Red Bull racer. He's actually I want to say he's the defending champ, the defending world champ. He beat Lewis Hamilton last year in a very questionable ending. They finessed him at the end, but this race honestly wasn't that intriguing. Like I said, Leclerc, he started. This was the first time somebody has did what he did. He basically, I forgot what it's even called. Maybe it's called a Grand Slam or something like that. But he started in pole position, which means started in the first position. He had the fastest lap on the course, and he led every lap, and he won the race. So I don't think someone has done that since like 2010. So shout out to Leclerc, man. It's a good race, Australian Grand Prix. Next one's in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, did you do anything? Did you come back to the table with a fresh mindset that these are athletes now, or not? You still feel the same way?
Yeah, I got my mindset been fresh. Yeah, I'm still on the fence on that one. I'm still on the fence on that one as far as athletes. They are great at what they do, but as far as athletes, now you could have convinced me, but you didn't do a good job of convincing me. Based off the things that you said that they do as far as sweat and things, you know, they sweat. So and so you could have convinced me, but I still gotta, you know what I mean? The verdict is still out there. The verdict is still out there.
The verdict is still out, says AB.
Yeah.
Like
I said, they are great at what they do. You know what I'm saying? They got their space. You know what I mean? Where they're great. They got to focus. They got to be able to, you know what I mean? They gotta work the angles as far as how they coming off the curve and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? They got to be precise in everything that they do, and I give them that. But when you say
hand-eye coordination, reflexes, elite.
So you say natural. You said what? You say naturally born athletes?
Natural athletes. I mean, a lot of these F1 drivers, at least, you know, they grow up. They trust fund kids, so they have all of the tools available. The cars are elite. And it's a team game. Honestly, the driver is the most important. I would say, probably like the quarterback. But you got a pit crew.
No doubt.
So like McLaren, for instance. Yeah, them boys did back to back pit stops like 2.4 seconds. You know, whoops, boom, so 2.4 got out, boom.
Just off the eye test, if you had to be like, yo, give me the athlete, I'll probably pick one of the guys out of the pit crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, got the tires squatting down, boom, like, you know what I mean? Like, just me. Just AB speaking. You know what I'm saying? If you had the eye test, it would be probably one of the guys at the pit crew. But yeah, man, the verdict's still out for AB.
Respect. Hey, as long as the verdict's still out, as long as you're still open-minded about it, I appreciate that.
No doubt.
But yeah, a lot of teamwork goes on. The engineer, these dudes crash out and qualifying on one day, and the next day they car right back on the track. You know, engineers, mechanics, all this shit. But it's dope, man. It's very, very dope. But that made my weekend. We got some viewership numbers from the national championship. Your Tar Heels took that. Y'all got
18 million TV and streaming viewers. The most watched college basketball game championship. Most college basketball championship game in cable history. That's impressive. Thinking about all the games that we've had, but obviously with all
what's the best one you could recall in recent memory? National championship game.
The UNC
Nova.
Nova, yeah, that UNC
Yeah,
Nova song was classic. That was wide,
same.
come down, buzzer beater, boom, caught another L.
Yeah, that was a classic, instant classic. Though I'm right there with you on that one. Shout out to the Kansas City Jayhawks once again. I wonder what the game before that did though. That UNC Duke game. Did we ever get the numbers on that one?
Now I
Final
ain't getting
four?
a number. That one, I think that might have been over 18. It
Had
had
to
to be
be.
over 18 mil. Had
Had
to
to be.
be. Had to be.
Had to be. As we said earlier, I know you probably didn't watch much baseball this week. I bet on some baseball. I didn't really watch it. But opening weekend. Any takeaways from MLB's opening weekend?
None. None. No takeaways for me, man. My MLB, I'll get into that come October. You know,
Okay, so you missed
October.
October.
Yeah, Mr. October, man. When it gets down to the nitty gritty.
Okay. Blue Jays came out the gate. I believe Toronto Blue Jays came out the gate swinging. My Dodgers looking a little iffy right now, but I saw the Yankees Red Sox on last night. Didn't tune in. I know they had one game delayed on opening day, but yeah, I don't have any real takeaways from it yet. But I am glad the MLB is back. I know there is a lot of baseball fans out there. Otani, some early reports. Showtani, they saying he may look even better than last year.
Oh man.
So excited about him and all the young blood, Guerrero, all the other guys around the the MLB doing their thing.
What them bets look like this weekend though? You said you was betting on baseball. What them bets look like?
Yeah, the best was hit. Best are good. So in baseball, you want to bet, at least from my experience, my little experience in baseball, and I follow the hammer down boys over there with Pat, Gump, Tone, Foxy, all those boys. But they bet on the first five a lot. So basically, the first five, and so basically, you're betting on the starting pitchers because that's usually when they come out. And I hit Gump. Hey Gump, who we rolling with? Gump gave me a couple plays. Say, ain't even looked into him. Don't know who started. Don't know who played.
You still ain't
And
give me the end results.
What was it? I think three. I think either 3-0. One of them went back because it was 0-0. But let me see. Let me a little accuracy. But I won though. That's all that matters. I won.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Yeah, you playing with
To
house
me.
money now, so you good. Playing with house money.
But sure, yesterday. So hey, go and listen to that. If you in the gambling, sports betting, go listen to that hammer down. But them boys were 6-1 yesterday for the MLB. At least Gump was. Yeah, first five with the Guardians, first five Mariners, the Giants, the Astros, the Cubs, Padres, and then the Red Sox. He took all of them and he ended up 6-1. So I'm just following their plays,
I mean, that's what a wise man should do.
You know. While I was waiting for my race to come on, I know this UFC, and I didn't watch, but I heard it was a good night for boxing too. I know you're a big boxing fan. You catch any fights this weekend, boxing or UFC?
Nah, I ain't catch nothing, man. The little ones had me on the move, but I know Ron Garcia, he had a huge win this weekend. Possibly could set up a matchup with Tank. But I heard Ron Garcia did his thing, and I did not catch the UFC, but heard they were going at it as well.
Yeah, from the tweets that I saw, that UFC 273 was an epic battle of epic proportions. I saw The Rock tweeting about it. Saw some other people tweeting about it. Let me get the winner's name right.
I wrote it down. UFC, man, they gotta get them boys paid, man.
Got to.
They gotta get them boys paid, man. Like they going in
what
there.
Is it? Shemev defeated Burns. But as AB said, boys got to get their bread, man.
Gotta get their bread, man. They gotta come together, do something.
So yeah, let me see any other takeaways from the UFC 273. I know we got some UFC.
Best fight of the night. My man,
There
Mark.
was a lot of people talking about it. Burns should have gotten a W. That might be the first time I saw that one. Like I said, I don't know either way. But
I ain't gonna front though. When I do catch UFC, man, it's a good match, man. Like that shit is impressive, man. When you in the ring and you fighting for 5 minutes, I'm talking about like it's not just boxing, like you going to the ground, like everything, like that's impressive. Like your endurance gotta be crazy. Like just your mental side, you getting punched in your face and and really gotta stick to the game plan. Like that shit is crazy.
Yeah, UFC different. It's no wonder why the popularity has grown so much. Obviously violent. Like you said, the skill that's in it. One of my former teammates, I think Art got there when you were still there too, right? Art Jones?
Nah. He
after
we missed each other.
Okay. Yeah, well, my former teammate Art Jones, his brother Bones Jones. So he used to obviously actually saw Art. Art got to fight with another one of our teammates. Ooh, and I think Art was like a state championship wrestler as well.
It got ugly quick.
What quick? He thought it was a D-line on D-line fight, and man, the boys got into it, and Art hit that boy with a hip toss. So, like, I'm talking about that shit was like perfect. Yum! I ain't never seen a 270-pound man look like a paper clip.
Hey,
so yeah, I ain't trying to bump it in none of the UFC. Okay, how big?
But this is the crazy part. Like nowadays, you don't know who tapped into that UFC fighting, right?
Facts.
So you out there talking crazy. Wop, real quick.
Bink, 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 bink. They got UFC gyms all down here too. Down here in Fort Lauderdale, it's a big one.
Them Jones everywhere now.
Yeah, it's growing. So be careful who you bump into out here, bumping your gums.
Yeah.
Get your ass lumped up.
If you do get into a fight and the first thing you see is a kick, abort the situation. Abort the situation.
Hey, chill,
like,
bro. We good, bro. But you gotta look at them ears too, bro. If you see them ears,
yeah.
What's that joint called?
The cauliflower.
Look like them cauliflower. You see them cauliflower? They done been through some shit. They done been through some training. They know some shit.
Hey, but I always say I was watching something on IG and two dudes got into it. And the first thing one of my men did, gave my man a leg kick.
A little leg, yeah.
A leg, and dude buckled. I said, bro, get out of there. Get out of there. and then my man came in with what they call that jump, a Superman kick. Or Superman punch or whatever. Yeah, so again, man, FYI, man, you heard it here on the Man to Man podcast, man. You get into a fight, you might throw a kick, man.
Yeah, if it's me one-on-one, I might have to just be blessed, man. My apologies. Now, I'm somewhere with my lady or somewhere with my kids or something. Just got to take that like a man.
Hey. You taking 2 L.
You get home, you ain't gonna be able to tell nobody shit. Hey, y'all go out. Nah.
That's the other L you taking. That's the other L you taking.
You go do the dishes. Who you talking to? But what else we got, man? At WNBA draft tonight. I know you got the first number 1 overall pick in your phone. Let me know, man. I know you know. Let us know who's gonna be the number 1 overall pick.
I don't know. Man, part of alum Renee Montgomery. They got the Atlanta. They got the first pick.
Atlanta Dream.
I'm not sure who you got on the first pick.
I don't want to mess her name up. But let's go. Let me see my sources. Let me scroll up real quick. See my sources. Come on, man. It might be on your phone, actually.
Oh, shit.
But The WNBA draft will be live tonight at 7 o'clock. I ain't gonna put your name. Stay tuned. Be surprised. All right, Baylor forward, Nalissa Smith. Hope I didn't mess that name up. And Kentucky guard Ryan Howard are projected to be the top 2 picks. Aaliyah Boston is not. See somebody put Aaliyah Boston in here. She's not coming out. I think she's what, sophomore or junior?
I think maybe a junior. I may be wrong, but yeah, she's coming back for another year.
Okay.
Shout out to these young ladies, man. Shout out to these young women. Dream come true. Dream come true. Been playing ball. About to be able to play it on the highest level.
Highest level. What was your draft day plans? What did you do for the draft?
Man, I didn't do much, man. We cooked on the grill at the crib. Had some folks come to the house and chill. You know what I mean? And just soak up the moment, man. So we didn't really do too much, man. That was obviously.
Is it still one day? When you got drafted? It was 2
days. 2 days. It was 2 days. So had the fingers crossed that my name would get called on the first day, but that didn't happen. Second day came around, heard the name called, and we went out and celebrated.
So after the first day went by, had teams calling, telling you, "Hey, tomorrow."
Yeah. So I don't know if I said this. Well, I think I have, but Minnesota was really on me tough. With the second round pick, it was me or Tavares Jackson, rest in peace. And there was some things that they were looking at on background check on some BS, and they ended up going with Tavares, and that was their second round pick. Then I had some other calls, but then really the second day really picked up for me.
Okay, that's what's up. R.I.P. to Tavares. Somebody just mentioned. Obviously, we just brought up WNBA draft. Brittney Griner, man. Brittney Griner, man, still praying for her release, hoping that she gets home soon and safely, man. That situation over there is still crazy.
Couldn't have been just the timing, man. Just worst with timing. The whole ordeal, the Russia-Ukraine situation, man. And again, like you said, man, prayers to her, man. Saw a video of her, and they say, she was doing well, but hopefully she's still in good spirits, man, because I know that shit can take a toll on you.
Man. Oof. That's here, so I can't imagine being over there. But I got to jump out for 30 seconds.
Go ahead, brother. Y'all put some questions in here, man, while my man D-Buck get back in here. Gotta open up the phone line. Shit, we should get that feature. Lewis, man, we were thinking about it. We still might have something in the works. If not both of us, I might head out there. Not 100% sure as of yet, though. Bob, was Tom Brady really going to become part owner / player of the Dolphins? Is this story even real? I don't even know if that's possible. But I did hear the same story that you were talking about. Obviously with the Brian Flores situation, him meeting up with Tom Brady and everything. So, but I don't even know if that could happen. Part owner, player. I'm not sure. Nakaya TV. Hopefully I got that right. Who on the defense you play with always fucked up the coverage? Oh man. That's funny. That is funny.
Stall them out, Debo.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just laugh. I just laugh. Like I ain't gonna call nobody out like that. That's funny.
Come on, but nah, you can't do that. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I
this
said.
shit over with now, man.
Yeah, nah, I can't be that guy, man. I can't
Oh,
be that guy.
who used to mess up the coverages?
You should always hit you with the damn, my fault. Like, come on, man. Like you gave me the hand signal back.
Man, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot that goes on, and that's why that once again that's kind of goes back to the race driver shit because there's so many things that go on between the ears, regardless of the physicality of the game. Just understanding the coverage and it being able to understand it in the huddle, and then once the play comes out, and then somebody goes in motion,
Moving
and
parts.
maybe completely the moving part. So those are two completely different things. And I know I told this story a couple of maybe at least once with my little cousin. He was like, "Man, it's impossible to go to the league. It's impossible to do this stuff on the football field." I'm like, "What you mean, bro? Like you fast, you this, you that." Like, man, I get out there and I know everything, and then like stuff start happening. Like my mind just go blank, and that happens, man. So it happened. We had two cats one time on the team, both starters, and they literally used to speak their own language on the field, bro.
And I know exactly who you're talking.
I know you do. And they used to, and at some points they would be on point with the coverage. So it was like, all right, you just let
the scary part would be when they were on the same side.
Yes.
When they were on the same side, I made sure I was looking over there like, man, what the hell y'all got going on over there, man? Like, hopefully y'all running the same shit everybody else.
Facts. That brother was saying words that only they understood and shit. But man, you obviously you can't do. Everybody got to be on the same page. But that's a great question. And usually you can't get away with that unless you're a guy who shit. On a pro level, we always talk about it. Money talks, and sometimes depending on the money, they be more secure than coaches or other people in that building. So you got to find a way to work with them. So, but we got it together. Everybody ended up getting on the same page.
Yeah,
and because we had to. That's mandatory.
Van got a good question. The smartest teammates you played with on defense.
That's a good question. You were definitely one of them. Who? Vince Wilfork was for me. I just remember, and I played with him as a young player. I was a rookie and a second-year player. Usually D linemen aren't making a lot of calls. Like usually D line are just talking to other D linemen. Usually it's linebackers, it's safeties, it's people, nickels, stuff like that. It's communicating with a lot. But Vince would literally, we would go into games and he would be giving us signals on to what, hey, it's gonna be a run, it's gonna be a pass, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that, based off, a hand or a foot. He'll give us something. So Vince Wilfork was one of the smart. That's one of the ones that jump out for sure. Who you got?
Man, I played a few games with Pat Willis and Justin Smith, like them, like just the same way, like you were saying, just as far as just hearing the lingo and like, hey, just having those expectations as far as, hey, this is third down. Let's be aware of this, and just being able to talk and making sure everybody's on the same page, and just making sure that just being aware of what's the possibilities. I think that's one of the biggest things, as being in that huddle and you say, hey, it's second and long. Hey, let's be aware of, play action, or, we're in the alumni section, like, whatever the case may be, just being in there and just talking. And when you certain guys, when they talk, you listen. And then certain guys, you just be like, look, man, just get the call and go line up and go play ball. You know what I'm saying? That's just real.
That's
like,
real. That's real.
But some guys, when they speak, you like, okay, like, and boom. And for me, I always felt like, I studied. I always knew what the game plan was. I was very comfortable as far as, what the other teams wanted to do in certain situations. But at times, that shit slip your mind. Like you said, like it's a lot that goes on in the game. But like, you know, for example, when you came and it's like, you know, we got nickel on the field and you like, yo, be aware of so and so and so. It's like, oh shit, I didn't even think of that. I bet. You know what I'm saying? For being able to have those other players on the field that's, you know, have that high football IQ, man. That's always important.
Yeah, for sure, man, because that just ups everybody's awareness. Everybody can play, you know, that tick faster, which is usually a difference in making plays and not making plays. So if you got at least, I would say that the magic number is like 3 guys on the field who know what they're doing and who are vocal about it, and they can kind of get it to the rest of the guys. But you want to have 3. And you mentioned Patrick Willis. When you had that combination of elite athleticism and all of those intangibles along with the elite between the ears, that's when you get a first ballot, you know, Hall of Fame caliber type player. Luke Kuechly was that way. I played with him for a very short time. Man, that's a lot of smart guys. The Quell, Mike Adams.
And I always
Terrell Freeman.
Yeah, he was smart. Yeah. I always talk about so like Carlos Dansby, like, you know, I think he should be a Hall of Famer coming up. But I always talk about, like, in high school, you know, you talk about the football players as the dumb jocks, right? I'm like, it's impossible for you to be dumb and play I think any sport, because it's a lot that goes into playing sports, being in right position, knowing what the opponent's going to do, knowing what you have to do, and being able to make those decisions in split seconds.
Yeah.
You know, now if you want to say that, you know, the dumb jock didn't apply himself or whatever in the classroom, that's one thing. But you have to be intelligent, man, when you out here and you playing these sports, regardless if it's basketball, football, lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, whatever it is, man. You gotta have Yeah.
A lot of it. And like you said, it's all about application. Like, what are you applying that? What are you implying your intelligence or your energy or whatever to? Because a lot of us do. Hey, I'm locked in on football.
That's it.
F all this other stuff. And a lot of the times, nobody's really holding us accountable to tap into that other stuff. And you know, it can come back and bite you in the ass, even when you look at outside of the classroom. But like money, for instance, financial literacy. Like, if you're not putting any energy or effort into that, you just say, hey, I'm a ball player. Once you lead a game or even while you're still playing, you can get bit in the ass because of that. So that's what I always tell athletes, man, just like because of what you said, all those things, you got to, like, people get traded, picked up mid-season and got to learn a whole playbook, like in a week, in 2 weeks on the fly. If you can do that, you can learn these other things in these different avenues. You just got to be willing to put that energy, effort, and time into it. But that dumb jock shit, you could probably get away with it in high school, maybe even college, but on that pro level, you get chewed up and spit out quick if you ain't got it between the ears.
Sure, man. While we sticking on to this this football, man, and we talking about the upcoming draft, you know, obviously one of the most exciting times of the year, man. Guys walking across that stage, man. A lifelong dream for a number of these guys. Who are some of the guys that you're most interested in as far as this year's draft?
Ooh, I'm gonna go the easy route. I'm gonna go with the bigger name guys, the more popular prospects here. Thibodeau, Kayvon Thibodeau. He was the number 1 recruit coming out of high school, and I think he did everything he could at Oregon to still be a top pick. People pick at him. People say he's too confident. He can add more pass rush moves, which I agree with the pass rush moves, but the confidence, I got no problem with that, especially if you're staying out of trouble off the field and you're doing all the right things. Love Kayvon Thibodeau coming out of Oregon. I would take him in that top 5. Travis Jones, D tackle, coming out of my alma mater. UConn just had a great pro day after having a great combine. So he should be a bona fide first rounder coming out of the U. Not coming out of UConn. Who was Derek Stingley Jr., corner, coming out of LSU, who once again was a 5-star coming out of high school, was one of the best freshmen in the country. Kind of fell off these last couple of years. Injuries had him out last year, but he went out, ran a 4.3, did some good things on his field work. At least that's what I heard. So he may be, I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually the first corner off the board come draft time, even though I think Sauce Gardner should be that player. But I would say those three guys right now. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go another route, man. A similar route that the path that I had to take, man. My first guy is Kobe Durant, man, out of South Carolina State, man.
Okay.
Scrappy young player, man. Ran a great time, 4.38 out of the MEAC. But I was able to see him play
Moving.
At the Celebration Bowl against Jackson State, man, and he balled. He balled all over the field, and a physical player as well. So Kobe Durant, next, man, Marquise Bell, and I ain't gonna front, man. He remind me a little bit of myself, just a little bit of film that I have seen of him. Good size, 6 foot, 205. He can move. He can come out of the post. He comes downhill. He's very physical, man. So his name's been talked about as well. And the last is Joshua Williams, man. He's a corner out of Fayetteville State. He was the only Division II player at the Senior Bowl, and he balled at the Senior Bowl. So
that's big.
That's huge, man. That's huge. So these three guys, Joshua Williams, he's still raw, but just his size, his length at that corner position, somebody can do something with that. So those are the three guys that I'm interested in seeing, man. Whether it's the first, second, or third day, representing out of the HBCU ranks, man. I'm excited for them three guys.
I love it. And Kobe Durant, South Carolina State. That's Darius Leonard's alma mater, right?
It is.
Leonard. Okay, Maniac.
Yep.
You heard it here. Kobe Durant, Marquise Bell, and Joshua Williams coming out of HBCU rank. Hope we gotta get some HBCU players drafted this year.
Got to. We will. We will.
Man. But what else we got, man? Hey, y'all do that. Patrick Blacks, listen to the man. Smash that like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. What else, man?
Hey, let's talk about my Lakers, man.
Oh shit, here you go.
My Lakers, man.
I tried to tell you about these guys.
Hey, I mean, you did. Frank Vogel has coached. Well, I'm not sure. It's from Woj, but Frank Vogel has coached his final game for the Lakers. A decision that's expected to be shared sometime today. That's rough, man. That's rough, man. Because I don't just like the Carson Wentz situation. I said somebody has to fall on the sword. Somebody has to at all times. Somebody has to, and I think
fall guy.
Yeah, he's the fall guy. It's a lot that went wrong this year. AD wasn't healthy. Wasn't able to, have his top guys out on the court. I don't think anybody expected Russell to come out and play the way he played the majority of the season. You can't tell me Frank is not a good coach because his first year there, took him to the offs. They won the chip. But again, in sports, it has to be a fall guy, and he's that person. And he probably not even mad that he's getting let go. You know what I'm saying? He probably can take a year off and get on ESPN or something, talk some ball, and he'll be able to go somewhere to another team. He'll get another coaching opportunity, and we'll see what happens. But
yeah, I didn't like the way he found out. Regardless of how you feel about him as a coach, and maybe he was not being sincere in him not knowing, but they asked him about it in the press conference, and he was basically like, "Shit, I ain't heard shit." But Woj dropped the bomb that he'll be let go, and that's Woj bomb's pretty damn accurate. So yeah, once they put this team together, I didn't have much faith in this team from the jump, but I can't put it on frame. Like you said, won a chip his first year there. And a lot of people talk about or try to put an asterisk on the chip, that championship, because it was in the bubble and all these different things. I mean, as if the other teams weren't competing on the same playing field, as if the other teams didn't have those months off as if the other teams didn't have to deal with the same restrictions. And so me, I guess, as an athlete, as a former athlete, no, and I couldn't imagine what them cats was going through psychologically, mentally, family, not whatever. And they're going out, have to play, no fans, all those different things. Obviously, people react differently, but it's no asterisk on that championship for me, at least, because everybody had to go out and compete the same way. And I'm sure if their team would have won that championship, it wouldn't be no asterisk for them either. But because it's LeBron, because the Lakers, now it's all, you know what I mean? But if it was anybody else, if you were Orlando Magic fan and they won that chip in Orlando,
no question.
That'd be all y'all talking about. So
no question, no question. So bubble or no bubble, man. We're playing 5-on-5, man. Like let's get it. So, but nah, like I said, I think Frank was a fall guy, man. It was a rough year for Lakers fans.
Facts.
Rough year for Lakers.
I tell you, man. Who you got? Who coming out the? I know you had them coming out of the West before we got started. Now these are the outright betting odds going into the playoffs. We got the Suns at plus 270. They're the favorites. The Bucks plus 500. The Nets plus 650. The Warriors plus 900. The Heat plus 950. And the Boston Celtics plus 1100. You got coming out of the East and the West?
Out of the East, man, I'm gonna go Milwaukee. I got the Milwaukee Bucks coming out of the East. And the West, I'm gonna go Phoenix, but my sleeper is Memphis.
Okay.
Yeah. So out of the East, I'm stand on Milwaukee. I think KD and Kyrie, two of the best right now, but I just don't think they can just do it all by themselves. So yeah, I'm gonna go Milwaukee out of the East, Phoenix out of the West, Memphis sleeper in the West.
I'm still rocking with the Nets. Coming out of the East, it's been reports. I done see some video of Ben Simmons working out, moving around. Hopefully he can get through whatever he's dealing with and get out there and play. I think if he does, obviously their chances go much, much higher. But I got the Nets coming out of the East. Seth Curry been dealing with an ankle issue as well. But yeah, I just can't bet against KD and Kyrie in the 7-game series. I can't do it. And in the West, even though my Heat are the 1 seed, shout out to the Heat who were in the finals in that bubble. And then in the West, I'm sticking with my preseason pick. Golden State Warriors. Hopefully Curry get back out there. He's healthy. He hit the ground running. Draymond Green back in the fold. But yeah, I'm going my Warriors, man. Klay, first season back after back-to-back big injuries. He averaged a dub, averaged 20 points, shot 39% from three. I like Steve Kerr as a coach. On with the West, man. Even though the Phoenix Suns have been wire to wire, been dominant. I think Monty Williams should win the Coach of the Year this year, just like he should have won it last year. But he's my Coach of the Year pick.
I even think with Chris Paul sitting out for a little bit, I think that even helped the team out. You know what I mean? Be able to get some other guys, new rotations in, whatever the case may be. So I agree with you on the Monty Williams, but yeah, we're gonna see. I think it'll be a good playoff run this year. I think it'll be a good playoff run this year. Some exciting teams, some teams that's playing some really good ball. So yeah, we're gonna see.
Back on that East real quick. I know one combo you were very, very high on when they got together after the trade. James Harden, Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
What are your expectations? Because James Harden been stinking it up this last probably month damn near. But what's your expectations for James Harden going into these playoffs?
You said you just solely on James Harden.
I mean solely Jacob. I feel like we know what Embiid gonna give us. He just got to stay healthy. That's the only question mark with him.
And Embiid gonna give you buckets. James Harden, man. My expectations are not high, so that's why I'm not gonna be highly disappointed, right? So we gotta go into situations with a reasonable expectation of things, teams, and people. You understand what I'm saying? So we've seen
say that.
We've seen what Harden can do. We feel like I think he's one of the best scorers that we've seen in this era. but we got to see it in the playoffs. So again, I'm going in with an average, mediocre expectations out of him in these offs. Now I'm gonna see if Joel Embiid can pull him along. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's what the leaders do. You know what I mean? Where like Joel Embiid, that's his team, so that's his mob. So if he can get James Harden to play at the level that he needs to play at, because again, like you said, like when they put them two together in them first couple games, I'm like, shit, this is what you want right here.
It looked
You got
good.
your big man down low. You got your perimeter player who can score, put the ball in the bucket. But as we all know, man, we gotta be consistent, man. And Harden is not showing
We had
consistency right now.
we had analysts out here saying this the best guard big combo since Kobe and Shaq. Oh, I'm like, man, but whew.
But
But
in 5 games it was shit. That's the first five
stop.
games.
I
That
try to
shit,
tell you that was against mid competition. That's what
that
Harden
shit
does
was,
when he get to a new team.
I don't care about it. Like they playing against NBA players. That's just like when if you go out there in the league and you get 8 picks, you ain't caring about who throwing the ball. Shit, they gotta
okay. So great example, but you've been a safety in the league for 14 years, and you seeing it's a year where this other safety or this other corner he got 9 picks, 7 picks, and you watching the film and you seeing the tape and you seeing how these picks come. You're not just gonna be like, well, shit. I mean, obviously they all count.
Hey, you gotta catch them. You gotta catch them. Hey, you gotta catch them. Catch the ones they throw to you. That's what
gotta catch the ones they throw to you, tips and overthrows.
Yeah,
I know what they say.
You say that all the time. So yeah, if a
motherfucker
got 9 picks, he got 9 picks. Now, of course, it's not him breaking on a slant or he undercutting the dig route or he going to get that one hand. But yeah, like
all right, you fell for the old banana in the tailpipe again with Harden pause, but yeah. Who won the MVP though? Who's gonna get it this year, man? Joker is the minus 300. That's his odds right now to win it, to repeat. Actually,
I would say Joel.
Yeah, Embiid is plus 260 right now. So if you really believe that he should get it, that's obviously great value. But it's looking like Joker is gonna pretty much be a lot if these are what the odds are right now. Giannis is plus 800. Devin Booker's plus 10,000. Luka's plus 13,000. So
I'm not mad at none of that.
Yeah, it's those top 3: Joker, Embiid, Giannis. Honestly, and then for me, you factor in Book, best team, best player all year long, he should at least be in a conversation. But those 3 bigs, Giannis, Joker, and Embiid, I feel like all of them have a legit argument. You look at Joker's numbers, even compared to last year, without the surrounding cast that he's had, can't be mad at him winning a back-to-back MVP. But so much talent in the league right now, man. All 3 of those guys are deserving. But you said Embiid will be your pick, first center in the league in scoring since Shaq. But so that's your pick. I mean, I guess if I had to get, man,
who you got?
I'll probably say Embiid too, but just because you said, I go with Joker.
Yeah.
I go with Joker. He did something that no other player has done this year as far as numbers. But I go with Joker. Back-to-back MVPs. But appreciate y'all, man. Y'all the real MVPs. Y'all the real MVPs for rocking with us, man. Got anything else before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Thursday, man. Partner with the NFLPA, man, myself, Eddie George, man. We're gonna be on, and I'll put the link in the chat. We'll be on there talking some HBCU talk, man. So if you know anybody, students, anybody from HBCUs that's trying to get into the business of football, again, myself, Eddie George, we'll be speaking.
Down.
Yeah, I thought so too. But we're gonna be speaking, man, and
And what day is that?
It's Thursday.
Thursday the 14th.
Thursday the 14th.
All right, y'all make sure y'all lock in.
Yeah. If not, I probably won't put it up here, but y'all check my my IG on my Twitter. I'm gonna have it up there as well. So again, if you know anybody that attends the HBCU, they want to get into the business of football, man. It's the HBCU edition, man. Myself, Eddie George, is gonna have some other speakers as well. It should be a good time, man.
All right, make sure y'all follow and look for the updates at a Bethea 41 on Twitter, right?
Yeah, yep.
All right, there you go. I believe the USFL starts. Is it this weekend?
I think so.
Okay. So another league, another opportunity. Game week. I can't see what teams because this graphic that we have up is too small. But we have a game April 16th at 7:30 Eastern time. And then we got the 17th at noon, the 17th at 4, and then the 17th at 8. So I will definitely be tuned in for this USFL. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah,
another league, another opportunity. Love to see it.
Get that film, young fellas.
Hey, get that film. Then compete.
Get that film.
All right, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in.
Hey.
See y'all on Thursday, same time.
Hey, before we get out of here, man, 20 minutes of cardio today. 20 minutes. I got mine in this morning, man. Y'all get 20 minutes.
Today my hoop day, so whew. It's gonna be ugly for somebody today. Got good sleep last night. It's gonna be ugly. All right. Appreciate y'all. See y'all Thursday. Bop, 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 bop.
Hey, hold on real quick, D-Buck.
Yep.
I'm trying to matter of fact, I know another way y'all can get the link. Go to the NFL PA page, and the link is in their bio. NFL PA, the link is in their bio.
NFLPA.com.
The IG at
okay,
NFL.
gotcha.
Yep, their IG at NFLPA. The link is in their bio.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
Kevin also apologized. We accept apologies over here. I know I do.
It's all good.
To the man-to-man fam, meant no insensitivity or disrespect regarding Dwayne. I know we accept the apologies. Move on. Let's all be better.
That's it.
Let's learn from it, man.
That's it. We appreciate the apology, man. But like we said, like it's family over here on the man-to-man. We're gonna call you out. We're gonna hold you accountable, baby. We appreciate
Same on
that.
the other side. Already.
Yes,
we go.
Peace.